Hello everyone. So we have already seen what is matter. Anything and everything which has mass and which occupies space is matter. Matter are classified into pure substances and mixture. We have already seen pure substances are categorized into elements and compounds. Mixtures are classified into homogeneous and heterogeneous. First, what are mixtures? Mixture is a form of matter in which two or more substances will be elements and compounds. Two or more substances mixed together in any proportion. Mixture can be homogeneous or heterogeneous. Mixture can be separated by a very simple method in laboratory like filtration, distillation, evaporation, magnetic effects, sublimation, etc. In mixture, the different constituents have their own properties. The energy is neither evolved nor uh, lost in a mixture. Why? Because suppose we take an example in a mixture, suppose we take example of sulfur and iron fillings. When you mix them together in any proportion, there is no chemical bonding between them. They will show their own properties. Like when a magnet is brought near them, near the mixture, what will happen? The iron fillings will be attracted to the magnet. Means they are showing their individual properties. When bonding is not chemically strong, it's weak, so no energy is created or evolved in this. So that is the definition of mixture. So we have seen homogeneous mixture, heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous means we have uniform composition throughout. In this we have physical distinct parts will be seen, plus they have different composition. So now further it will be homogeneous is classified into solution, colloidal, suspension. Why I have put these dotted lines? Because for colloidal substances, some properties are seen of homogeneous and some of heterogeneous. So till now it's not confirmed whether it is homogeneous or heterogeneous. So how we will distinguish how the properties are distinguished? Through the particle size. So in solution, the diameter of the particles is less than 10 to the power less than 1 nanometer. 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Here the diameter will be 10 to the power minus 9 to 10 to the power minus 6 meter. Here the diameter will be greater than 10 to the power minus 6 meter. So these are the description of the diameter of the particles. Through that we can distinguish that this is solution, this is colloidal and this is suspension. Furthermore, properties are there through which we can distinguish them. Let's see one activity. Let's see one activity to see how solution, colloidal and suspension differ from each other. Let's take a glass of water. In this glass or beaker, I have put water plus chalk powder or wheat flour. In second glass, I have taken water plus aqueous copper sulfate solution, or you can take NaCl also. Water plus NaCl, that is sodium chloride, salt, common salt. Next, I will take milk plus water. So, three type of solution I have taken here. So, this is water and chalk powder or wheat flour. This is solution of copper sulfate. This is copper sulfate solution or sodium chloride solution, and this is milk solution, milk and water. So now what we will do, if a high density light is passed through it, it may be through a torch or through a laser beam. What we will observe that in this glass full scattering of light will be there, because the rays of the light will strike the particles, because this chalk powder, what will happen, so many solid particles will be suspended and the light will be reflected from there. So we will see the full glass will be scattering beam of light we can observe there. In this one, in second one, this is first one, this is second glass, and this is third glass. In second glass, what we will observe, because this is a solution, this is a aqueous copper sulfate solution. There is a uniformity in the solution, uniform composition is throughout. So here we will not see any scattering of light, is not seen here. The solution is transparent of the light and we will not see any light passing through it. Whereas in this solution, in the third class, where milk solution is there, we will see a beam of light passing through it, because the particles in this glass, the milk solution, the particles are smaller, they are not very small. Whereas in second one it's very small, but in milk solution the particles are small, and so we will see a beam of light here in this glass. So like this we can say that this is an example of suspension, this is the example of solution, and this is example of collider. Now next, what we will do, just take this solution and just pass it through a filter paper. What you will observe? You will observe that a clear water will be collected in the flask, and the chalk powder or the wheat flour will be collected in the filter paper. The residue you will observe the residue there in the filter paper. Next one here. So here you will find a residue of chalk powder. Now in second one, here you will find no residue. The solution will pass, you will get a clear solution in a flask when the solution you will pass through a filter paper. Here also, when milk is passed through a filter paper, then no residue will be left behind. Full milk solution will be collected in the flask. So what we have seen, that in suspension we are getting some residue in the filter paper, whereas in these two we are getting no residue when we are passing through the filter paper. I hope this activity is clear to you. Thank you.